Hi everyone, happy new moon in Aquarius. Today is a pretty special day. It's our first new moon of the new year, and it's a very powerful moon. For a lot of us, this has been, I have just felt a slow energy this month, sort of like turtle energy medicine coming through. It's just been hard to get off the ground. There's been so much muck we've all had to walk through. And I think a lot of that is just due to this Pluto Saturn conjunction in Capricorn that happened on the 12th of this month. So if you've been feeling really drained and tired and just feeling like you're muddling through, if there have been issues that you've had to kind of work through, anxieties, different emotional difficult things that you've had to walk through, you are not alone. It has been a very intense month. But I think with a lot of that, there's been clarity that is hopefully coming through, and especially with this new moon today, if you've been feeling muddled, this new moon is going to be bringing you some clarity regarding those topics. I know for me personally, some dreams that I've had have really shifted over the last month, like what I thought I wanted versus what is actually sort of manifesting, and what I'm starting to see is where I need to walk are completely different from the beginning of the month to this point now with the new moon. So that might be something that you're feeling reflected with the energies right now. And this new moon is also making a square to Uranus in Taurus. So there is just so much energy for new insight and new inspiration and just fresh energy coming in, new thoughts. Aquarius is an air sign, but Taurus is an earth sign. So it's kind of like bringing those thoughts down to earth, having something kind of crystallize for you and become more tangible and feeling like you kind of know what's going on finally. So, but anyway, I wanted to give a collective reading for my lovely viewers and for those of you on my Facebook page, just to encourage you and give you some clarity and some insight going forward, because I think we could all use that. And especially if you're still just kind of feeling the heaviness and the weight of these past few weeks, just know that's going to be lifting in the next week here, and you're going to be feeling way more ease and way more clarity. So just have faith, have hope, keep stepping in the next right thing, and you will make it out of this dark place. So I'm going to use the Muse Tarot. This is by Chris-Anne Donnelly. It's a wonderful deck. I actually got it on her Kickstarter, but now I believe you can get it on Amazon or Hay House. But I have just found it to be so readable, and it just beautiful colors. I love her energy. It just always has this, it felt perfect for today. This bright, fresh, new energy. There's a real clarity with this deck. So just going to speak to a couple of cards that come forward and just kind of see what we need collectively here. Oh, I've got them sticking together here. And one last card here. All right. But yes, I've really enjoyed my time working with this deck. I just feel like it really speaks well. So, okay, so the first card we have is the Two of Voices. So you can see the image here. There's this almost like a lower image and a higher image. Like in this image, you almost see the woman almost pulling her hair out. There's actually a third image down here too, but this is what's drawing me. And then in the top here, we only see the bottom part of her face. So with this energy, I always feel the Two of Voices, or the Two of Swords as it is in the traditional Rider-Waite, as a time of really turning inward to make the decisions we need to make. Like, you can't look at the outside facts to make the decisions you need to make right now. You need to look inside of yourself, inside your intuition. You need to do the thing that feels exactly aligned with you, or feels like you're drawing in that position, or feels right. Sometimes our intuition works with even just, what do we want to do right now? What do we desire to do right now? So if you can follow that, you will find incredible clarity and find things opening up. And it may not make logical sense. I always feel like the Two of Swords is almost, as much as the swords are about logic and the mind, I always feel like this card, and it has water in the traditional Rider-Waite, this card is about following our heart. And if we look into our heart, then our thoughts will become clear. It's kind of a little bit different twist than the other swords cards. So, and now I'm drawn to the bottom here. The path will become clear as you look into your heart. So what I'm feeling in this is that you're having this, this need to make a decision, and it's kind of got you pulling your hair out right now. But if you can turn to your higher self, turn to your intuition, your heart energy, you're going to know the right path to take right now. So that's the first message I'm getting. And with these messages, you can take either one or all, or just whatever's resonating. If there's a sentence that jumps out at you, or an image on the card, or a symbol. A lot of times the language of the soul is symbols. So if you're seeing a symbol that's really speaking to you, you may see it show up later, in this week, today, or later this week. So be watching for the things that jump out at you. And the next card is the Three of Emotions, or the Three of Cups. So with this energy, feeling like it's really important to be in touch with our emotional self. And sometimes one of the most wonderful ways that you can do that is to be with a really dear friend, or someone that you really feel a connection and a support with. So I think it's important this weekend, tonight, Saturday, Sunday, to really be with the people that love us for who we are, who truly see us, and who can support us from that place. There's a time and a place, and we're all in those environments with work and different social circles where we have to be around people that are not supportive or don't truly see us. But I feel that the energy right now is a time to be around supportive people, and also people that can help reflect your thoughts back to you, and the things that sometimes when we see the mirror of another person, we see ourselves more clearly. I'm sure you've all had those moments where you're talking to someone, you're like, I just said that. That's brilliant. That's exactly what I need to do. And I think that's kind of the energy that's coming through this weekend. So both, you need to turn into yourself and look deep within, but also finding those connections, those soul connections that build you up and that give you hope. And the final card is the Five of Voices. And this is a card about realizing the things that are falling away and letting them go. There has been so much the last few weeks that I have felt like I have had to let go. And I feel like we all go through similar veins, because the collective energy is there, right? So if you've been feeling like some things have fallen away, or some dreams that you've had have shifted, let them go. Don't try to sit there and rework it, or maybe think, well, maybe there's another way. Let it go for now. And if it's meant to come back, it will. And that's what I see in this image too. She's been wrestling, she's been struggling, she's going back and forth with the energies. And I think just letting it go will allow this bloom, this plant, to flower and to come out of that situation. So whether your dreams will shift, or whether they'll come back full circle, or whether something totally new will come in that you're not even expecting, which I have actually had happen this week, just be ready for anything, but just release the energy, release the muck. And if you're not feeling like you even know what to release, just choose the light and say, I release the struggle, I release the darkness, the iffiness of the last few weeks, and just allow the light to shine through. There's always something of light to focus on. And I think if you can do that right now, it's going to be really helpful. It can be as simple as being thankful and having gratitude for, any furry friends that you have. It can be as simple as being grateful that you have running water and food. Just find the little things that are light, and the more light you find, the more light you'll see. So I also felt really drawn to draw a card from my Shaman Medicine Oracle cards. I love this deck. It has a real neat feel to it, and there is a feeling of almost being able to kind of step beyond the veil with this deck, and just kind of really, sometimes we can have so many energies and we're not quite sure, what's in place at the moment, or what is kind of swirling around us. And I feel like this deck just kind of gives an insight and a clarity to what step you're taking next, as well as kind of what step you're with currently. So all right, had to feel that card out for a minute. Oh, this is interesting. In ancestors and wisdom, I've actually been feeling that a lot lately. Like the ancestors are really present right now. And I do wonder about this Pluto-Saturn conjunction just happening. That's an old energy. It's an old cycle. And if you look at that energy, if you want to be very specific, Pluto-Saturn in Capricorn hasn't happened for 500 years. That's an old cycle. Pluto and Saturn have gotten together pretty much every 30 to 40 years over, the last 500 years, but not in the sign of Capricorn. So I have felt my ancestors very strongly right now, and I have felt like they're rising up right now. not only are we healing old wounds, and that's something really cool to realize. And I had a friend say that to me the other day, so it's coming back to me now. But when we heal ourselves, when we work with ourselves to heal and to lay to rest those things and to nourish those parts of ourselves that have been wounded, we're doing it for our ancestors too, up to like 7 generations. You're healing everyone when you heal yourself. And I believe that our ancestors are walking very closely with us right now, and they are with you not only to support you, but to experience the healing that you're experiencing right now. And you think about it, when we walk through hard things, we're healing, right? It doesn't always seem like it. It seems like sometimes it's stirring up more muck and making things harder, but really those things come to the surface so that we can scoop them off the top and heal them. So trust that what you've been through, as you work consciously with it, you're going to be healing yourself and healing your ancestors. And you have support from them too, because they want that healing as much as you do. So be in touch the next few days, the next week. I feel like some of you will be experiencing messages from, grandparents that have passed, pets that have passed. You may see little things that, oh my word, that was my grandma's favorite tea, and I just noticed it in the grocery store. I didn't even know they still had that. You'll just walk across things that just remind you of these people. And it's not just reminding you, it's a message from them. It's a kiss from them, a sign from them that they're with you and they're supporting you. So I hope these messages have been helpful. Let me know your thoughts below the video. I'll link to my pages below, and I just thank you so much for watching these videos and liking and commenting and subscribing. It means the world to me. I really appreciate it. I love connecting with you all this way. It's totally new for me, and it's been a stretch this year. This is one of the new things that's come in for me. I never thought I had a voice. I always thought, I don't talk. I just don't talk. And I'm learning I do have a voice and I can do this. And it's lovely to connect with you all in this more tangible way. And your comments just mean the world to me. So lots of love, everyone. Take care and a happy new moon.